Girls Gone Sports. Ay, Girls Gone Sports. Show me you reppin' your team with Santina and Jeanine. Ay, Girls Gone Sports. Ay, Girls Gone Sports. We steady getting it hype. Ay, I know that you gonna like. You know it's poppin'. If it's a game, you know that we watchin'. We gonna talk football or basketball. All sports, come get involved. Ay, Girls Gone Sports. Woo!
Welcome back to episode 31 of Girls Gone Sports Podcast. Girls Gone Sports. Oh, we made it to the 31st. Hey, Santina.
I just said 31st episode. Hey, Jeanine.
31st. How are you, Santina?
I'm good. How are you?
Doing good. It's good to see you again.
Good to see you guys. Yep. I've literally been dying.
Rip.
Rip. I had chills, neck pain, a fever. I was like in my bed, picture like someone sick in a movie. I just had I literally had a paper bag on my bed, the tissues. I just brought a roll of toilet paper. The tissues were going. The thermometer next to me, Dayquil, NyQuil. I was a mess.
You were like Tua after the concussion.
I was. I didn't get paid, though. I mean, it's fine, though. I recovered. We're back.
I'm so happy to see you again, Santina.
I'm happy to see you.
Well, thank you so much for those who are choosing to join us today here on Girls Gone Sports Podcast. If this is your first time watching us, please make sure you are subscribing to our YouTube channel, liking the video, and hitting that notification bell so you never miss a video of Girls Gone Sports. Because why would you want to?
I don't know.
Why would you want to? And if you're listening also on Spotify or on Apple Podcasts, anywhere they stream your podcast, thank you so much for tuning in to our episode today, Santina. Yay! We got stuff to talk about.
Yes.
We got some good news. We got some bad news. We got some things.
Well, you know, in our episode 30, yay, we touched on all the sports. So going back, we're going to follow up with baseball. So it was the LA Dodgers and the New York Yankees in the World Series. And, you know, I was like, okay, maybe the Dodgers, they're going to win one. And then the Yankees are going to win. It's going to be neck and neck.
Right.
No. Yankees won one. I was right about something.
It's like the Patriots playing the Chiefs. We all know which one's going to win.
It's like my Jaguars every week.
Santina, you guys are going to come back stronger next week, I promise.
Well, it ended with the Dodgers winning 4-1. That is, there was one game where, remember when the Dodgers, they hit the grand slam?
Yeah.
And they were losing? But then I think it was maybe the next game or the next two games, the Yankees, they were in the same position, bases loaded, I think, or someone was on first and third. All of a sudden, home run. And then, like, you thought they were going to win the game. No. They scored, like, 5 runs in one inning.
Crazy.
And then there were a couple fans who kind of got kicked out of the game.
I saw that. Wasn't a fan, like, interfering with the game? Like, they reached down and tried to get, like, the ball?
Well,
with the mitt?
So there was one fan that I can kind of see. So the Yankees were up to bat, and I don't know who it was, but the batter, like, they hit the ball, and it was almost to the outfield like a home run. And when the fan caught it, he, like, instantly looked, and everybody looked around because you automatically get thrown out if you do that.
If you interfere with the
if you interfere. So I felt so bad. He was with, like, his little 8-year-old son. Aww. He went over, gathered everything, and he's like, we got to go. But the other fans, I think they were Yankee fans. I'm not sure. But I don't know who was going to catch it, but the player had the ball, but I think they literally opened the mitt and, like, took the ball out of the glove. Something like that. So, I mean, they got kicked out. They were, like, a little confused, but you're like, why are you confused?
How do you not know as a baseball fan?
Don't know.
Especially if you're going to a live game. How do you not know you're not supposed to do that?
The World Series?
Right. That could mean, like, your team winning or losing.
Yeah.
God.
I'm like, it's crazy. But congrats to the...
Keep the gloves at home. Keep the mitts at home.
Sit on your hands.
Get a fidget spinner. I don't know. Just buy a ball from the Dollar Tree.
Do something, please.
Well, Santina, so last time the Dodgers have won the World Series was in 2020 during COVID. And before that, they had a 32-year drought. of not winning any of the World Series. So as a Yankees fan, yes, I'm crushed, but as a Dodgers fan, way to go against the odds and way to make a comeback.
But
Good job,
Yankees,
guys.
They made it really far.
You know what they did make? It's kind of how I feel about Brock Purdy in the Super Bowl last year. You made it. I'm proud of you. We just almost was there.
Almost there, buddy. But that's very exciting. Well, congratulations to the Dodgers, also to the Yankees and anybody else too, and just the whole year.
Yeah, and we need to go to a baseball game, Santina, and get some Dippin' Dots and try to catch a ball.
Baseball games I love. I need to go to a hockey game.
We need to go to a hockky game.
I just need to go. I gotta dabble in the lacrosse. I literally have never been to a lacrosse.
Go watch golf,
Oh, I'll stick to that on TV. I don't know if I can go, but that's exciting.
So, Santina, basketball, right? Right now, we have football going on and we have basketball going on. The beauty of following both sports, you always got something happening on your TV, something happening on ESPN. So, right now, as of today is Monday. So, this might change by the time the episode is released.
Yes.
Only 2 teams are left undefeated for basketball. We have the Cavaliers and we have the Thunder. And now only one team has not won any games, and that is our friends, the Utah Jazz. How are you guys?
I mean, I'm sorry. I'm surprised it's not my Rockets again, because I choose the most random teams, but I'm kind of happy. I am, but I'm sorry. Jazz, it's early.
Yeah,
Utah Jazz. It's early.
We tell the same thing to Joe Burrow every week. It's early. It's early. But I'm really happy about the Cavaliers because I feel like I have been seeing them just dominating all over my Instagram feed, like points in the hundreds. They're doing a really good job, so I'm not surprised that they're undefeated. Thunder, great job as well.
Yes.
Jalen Brunson, we got to talk maybe for next year, But
I mean, how are you liking with your new player on there, Karl Anthony Towns?
I think we've lost maybe like 2 regular season games. But you got to think, there's 80 something, 82, 83. It's really impossible, I feel like, to win every single game, especially when you're going on the road and you're just back to back like that. If you're having a game every other day,
he's the new kid. It's like in high school,
right.
When you're a new kid, you have to find your group and what you guys are
right.
doing.
He's trying to find the cliques. He's trying to choose, do I want to be a nerd? Do I want to be a prep? Do I want to be a goth? And he's just making it work.
But sometimes I'm like, is there just too much power that they don't know where?
It's not everyone can be the leader. Not everyone can hold all the power.
We're a step closer to almost meeting the Kardashians, though.
You are
because
right,
Karl
Santina.
Anthony Towns is dating Jordan Woods. I think her and Kylie Jenner are friends
I think they're back.
now.
I think they're back.
Bam. We're basically almost there.
Santina, we have Kardashian status.
We have pink. We have dark hair. I mean,
right?
Come on,
we look kind of Armenian, right?
Basically. Well, like you said, tonight is Monday, November 4th, and there are 30 teams with 15 games, 15 minutes apart. Now, Jeanine, why is this?
This is because, it's 2024, right? We're having a presidential election. And so because the election is on Tuesday, which will be passed since when you guys view this video, they want to make sure that people are going out and voting, people are using their voice, they are following the democratic process of doing your civic duty and voting. So this is why the NBA scheduled so many games for tonight, 15 minutes apart. You can't miss anything. It's going to be on practically all night. And the first time they did this was in 2022 for the midterm election. So I think that's kind of cool that they have so many games at once. But if you have a couple favorite teams for basketball, imagine your YouTube TV just game.
Well, you know how
game,
there's
game.
Red Zone?
Yep.
Is there that for basketball?
Everybody's in the red zone.
Wait, no, isn't there football tonight?
Yes. Oh my God,
Okay,
Santina.
this is a lot, guys.
I just need a break. Turn the TV off.
I'm gonna bring my tablet in the room, all the TVs in my house, my phone.
Pots and pans. Yeah, tonight's game is the Chiefs versus the Buccaneers. Wow. Maybe when you guys watch this video, the Buccaneers have beat the undefeated Chiefs.
Fingers crossed. Nothing against them. I want them to lose.
Humble them.
Oh, so speaking of the Chiefs, side note, I've been watching the show on Hulu with Travis Kelce. I don't know how to pronounce it. It's
Catching Kelsey?
No, Grotesque or...
Oh, he's an actor.
Yeah. It's so weird.
I've seen like clips on TikTok, but like, is he like an actual like main character?
Not like the main character, but he is like in the first couple episodes he's not there, but then he's finally introduced, and it's just weird because you know him as Travis Kelce,
Right.
like the football player. I don't know. He's good in it though. It's a good show.
I'd be like, if I was like on the show, I would like go like to the director and be like, dibs on dating Travis.
Can I have that role?
this one. Ice cream shop number 2. Pizza girl number 5.
Yeah. So, but that was a side note. He's good in that show. But I really hope the Chiefs maybe give a loss somewhere.
Let's humble ourselves. Let's
Please.
take a moment to breathe. Yep. Well,
Yep.
Santina.
Yes.
Speaking of basketball, football, before we go into football, I want to talk about basketball again really quick. One of the games that I'm really interested to see are the Bucks versus the Cavs, because the Cavaliers are 6-0, but the Bucks have only won one game. So
At least they won one, and they're not like the Jazz. Sorry. 1-0.
it was like I was saying with the Chiefs. It's like the Chiefs versus the Patriots. It's like you got the good guy. Well, you got the top guys versus the guys right now that are not performing the best. So I think it's gonna be an interesting game. Hopefully, maybe the Bucks will be the underdogs and win.
We're rooting for your Bucks.
No, Bucks is a name for a deer, right?
Bucks.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Do you know my 5th grade teacher used to be like, I'm going to give everybody here $50. And we're like, oh my God, why did he print out 50 deers on a piece of paper and give it to us? I still am waiting for my $50. I'm waiting. Dollars. Cash App is open. Zelle is open.
Venmo, Zelle, Apple Pay, Cash App.
I'll even take a check. I'll take a check at this point.
Money order.
Oh my God, Santina.
That's so funny.
What we all came for, right?
Yes.
We love baseball. We love basketball. But what has America's heart? Football, baby.
I mean, I don't know. I feel like this season it's very like undetermined. Like nobody has like an outcome of what they think it's going to end
And
like.
that's what I love, Santina, because last year, we saw the Chiefs on top. We saw the Eagles on top. We saw these teams. And now it's like teams that you think like, oh, they got this in the bag. They're losing, which is kind of refreshing because it gives everybody an opportunity to make it to the playoffs. So I'm really looking forward to the rest of the season. But we do have some interesting stats, interesting things that have happening in the NFL, which I'm going to start with my team.
Guys,
let's go Buffalo.
As much as I say I dislike other teams, I do have to give credit to the Buffalo Bills.
Thank you so much, Santina.
Of course, you guys played your rivals again for the second time in the season.
Yes.
First game you won, and then also this game, and
I'm so excited.
And Tua's first game back. You guys played the Dolphins.
I don't know if he even knew where he was, but
honestly, buddy, go back to a couple episodes ago where we had what you would get paid if you were medically retired.
Right.
Just take
it's just like the next time he gets hurt, God forbid, like it's not going to be good. Yeah. And I mean, maybe that helped us a little bit in this game. We did have home field advantage, or just the Bills are they're just that guy. They're just that guy.
You guys are. But I thought it was like not like you guys didn't have that big of a lead, so for him having his first game back after all those concussions, I thought, that was a pretty close game. But, Jeanine, why don't you tell us what won you guys the game?
People thought online this game was going to be like 37-10 Bills, something crazy. Why were we neck and neck till the very end? Yeah. Literally, Santina, in the last, I want to say, minute and a half of the game, the Dolphins tied with the Bills for a touchdown, and they were both at 27-27. Now, the Bills were trying to get down the field, trying to get something. With 10 seconds left, they bring out their kicker, Tyler Bass. Now, if you're a Bills fan, Tyler Bass right now has been iffy each game. He misses some things. He gets far right. It hasn't been the consistency that I feel like we're used to. He kicked a 61-yard field goal, ended us winning the game with like 2 seconds left, so the other team took a knee. But that's actually the franchise like record for longest field goal for the Bills. Yep. So Tyler Bass, you live to see another day.
Now, were you hoping that they were to do a field goal kick? or did you want them to try and score?
I feel like with that much time left, you literally just have to get anything at that point, because it could have gone into overtime if we didn't. But I'm just glad that I was nervous. That he wasn't going to get it, but he did. He pulled through, and the whole city of Buffalo loves him again.
It was a very good game. I feel like a lot of other games were also neck and neck because we'll talk about them. But the Jaguars played the Eagles, and it ended, I think, in 28-23 Eagles. But then I think the Cowboys were pretty neck and neck in their game. The Bears lost. I'm sorry.
Sorry, Bears. Sorry, Caleb.
But I feel like a lot of the games were very neck and neck, which makes it fun because, you know, when you watch a game and the other team is scoring by so much, you're like, okay.
Yawn, snooze fest.
Yeah, like this is just bring the commercials, please, or something.
You want that heart racing feeling of like, oh my God, like who's going to win? Yes,
but congratulations. Now,
thank you, Santina.
You guys don't play the Dolphins anymore, right?
Nope, we don't play the Dolphins again, at least for regular season. We don't, I don't think the Dolphins are going to make the playoffs this year, but because they are our division rivals, we play them twice a regular season. And this is actually the Bills' 6th consecutive win against Miami, including playoffs.
Yay!
So go Buffalo. Love you, Josh Allen. There's always space for you here on the podcast.
Yes. Good job, guys. Now, we talked about her Bills. Now moving on to your other man, your other main man. One on the street.
Joey B. Joe Burr.
It's cold in here.
Oh my God, I'm freezing. So cold. Oh, Santina, I missed you.
I missed you.
Oh, so Joe Burrow. Let's talk about Bay for a second, Santina. Baby, Joe Burrow.
I think the previous conversation you guys had.
I really think, and I think us just like badgering him and constantly bringing him up on the podcast is really helping him.
Bullying him. No, Joe Burrows and the Bengals are now 4-5. Now, guys, they started at like what 1-4.
Yeah, like it was crazy.
That's insane.
Yep. Even though the Bills, even though the Bengals won, you know, Joe. Oh my God, I can't even talk. I'm so excited.
She's so nervous.
Joe Burrow. Joe Burrow is still not happy about the win. He told ESPN directly after the game how this season has gone, knowing what's ahead of us, knowing what we're going to do when we get back into this. One win isn't going to make or break this season. I'm going to strive for perfection every day in every game. So until that happens, what's there to be happy about? And that was his reaction to their win on Sunday.
I would be so nervous.
Yikes.
But I would also be like, if I was like his other teammates, I'd be like, really?
Really?
We just gave our all there, and you're gonna bash us.
Imagine the like reporters like, rude.
Speak for yourself.
At least I'm not the one that's losing games. But
yeah, did you tell him to say that?
I did. I was texting him. I was like, "This bitch are gonna go on the podium." But the fact that like we say this every episode, I feel bad for Joe Burrow. I really do, because this guy who like the Bengals were like, "Oh my God, how are we gonna beat the Bengals?" Now they don't even think it's like, okay, we're gonna go in winning this one against the Bengals. So I get where Joe's coming from. Like, we can't just like lose so many games and then just because we won one, that means we're going to celebrate and cheer and all this stuff, which, I mean, you still have to acknowledge your wins and the fans are like happy. But I do get what he's saying about striving for perfection and really trying to flip the team around with the last weeks that we have left in the regular season.
I know, but they got up to 4-5 as their record. Guys, I'm a Jaguars fan. Like, if I was
Long
the
live
Bengals,
Jacksonville.
I would be so happy. I'd be cheering. But, I mean, that just makes me nervous because you don't want to be too hard on yourself or your team. Because they're just going to be they're just going to be, I feel like, on edge with every little play. But I'm like, okay, Joe, are you the coach? Or, like, what's happening?
Babe, put on the headset and start calling plays. Ring of fire.
Ring of fire. I do feel bad for him, though.
Me too.
Yeah.
Well, Santina, speaking of teams to feel bad for, right now, team that has the longest lose streak in the AFC are the Raiders with a 5-week losing streak. And last time that they had this was in 2018. And their longest losing streak was in 1961 with 19 consecutive losses.
Well, I mean,
Wow.
What?
Maybe switching
Sorry.
over from where were they? They were Los Angeles and now they're the Vegas, right?
Yeah, I think they were Los Angeles Raiders. Now they're the
Now
Las
they're in Vegas,
Raiders.
yeah.
Well, because of this,
What are they gonna do about it, Santina? Tell us.
so the Raiders decided to fire their offensive coordinator Luke Getsy, and they also parted ways with the quarterback coach Rich Scangarello. Sorry if I said that wrong.
Sorry, I mean he's fired, so it's okay.
And offensive line coach James Craig. They were ruthless.
He said,
guys.
boom. It's literally like a domino effect. Just like you're like when busters are cleaning off tables at a restaurant, they have a bucket. They just go boom and just swipe everything in.
Yeah.
He said, "You're gone. You're gone. You're gone." Next. I mean, can you blame the guy?
But it's.
Can you blame him?
I'm speechless.
I'm speechless too.
But are you comfortable enough with bringing like the underdog coaches up to replace those 3 positions?
3, like I could see 3 new people you need to like kind of get under the wing. But I mean, sometimes that's the kind of sacrifice you have to make as a coach in a franchise in order to save the team.
If I was being fired as a coach, I would want that to happen to me. If I was the only one fired, like the Jets coach, I would be so embarrassed. I'd be like, okay, what about everybody else
Right.
here? What am I doing wrong? But like the Raiders, they got rid of 3 people. I'm like, okay,
We're going out in a trio, baby. Let's go.
Let's take the rest of our money. We'll bet it on the other team.
It's kind of like when in school, like when a friend's getting sent to the office, you're like, well, I'm going with her. Like,
oh, I literally never did that.
I never did that as well. But yeah,
But I can see that.
The fact that all 3 of them are going out.
Yeah.
Well, Santina, no one is safe. No one is safe because the Saints fired their head coach, Dennis Allen, after a 7-week losing streak. Now, the last time that they had a losing streak was 1999, with their longest being 14 losing games in 1980. And the Saints currently have the longest losing streak this year in the NFC in 43 games as a head coach.
Wow.
The coach, Dennis Allen, had only compiled an 18-25 record. So no one's safe this week in football.
No.
I feel like they're copying Coach Saleh. They're copying the Jets, saying, we're not performing our best. You're out of here, buddy. I'm sorry. We're moving on.
You know who I think's the root of this problem?
Who?
Aaron Rodgers. I think he was a little bug in their ear, and they said, oh, he's back.
He's always lurking in the shadows.
No, it's so scary up close.
What's over there, Santina? Look over there. Look over there. Look over there. Oh, my God. Guys, it's not Halloween anymore. It's not Halloween.
No, I
Put
promise.
the boogeyman away.
I don't, guys. 4 coaches gone.
It's like a ghost town, probably. Like, do you think they have staff meetings? Like, all the coaches meet on like a meeting?
Yeah, but then they leave that coach out that they want to fire.
Yeah, or they're like in like a private chat. Like, can you believe what McDermott just said about you guys?
Literally, I'd be all up in that chat with all the emojis. But then, do you think like LOL, ROFL guys? But do you think like when they fire the coach in their group chats, you just see like Saleh left the chat?
Yes.
Poor guy.
And speaking of Saleh, and speaking of,
you don't have to bring it back up.
are you sure? Creature of
I
the
guess you can.
creature of the Blue Lagoon. Aaron Rodgers finally, where is he hiding? Aaron Rodgers finally won a game, but against the Texans, I'm sorry. Texans, way to embarrass us, guys.
Why?
They should have won against the Jets. But anyway, this makes now the Jets have a 3-6 record. But my thing is, why was Aaron Rodgers walking onto the field like he just won a Super Bowl after winning that game? He's walking around like no care in the world.
Him.
Literally, I'm like, bro, you're still 3-6.
Didn't he do that against the Bills too?
When?
Wait, didn't you guys play them?
We did, but we beat them.
Oh yeah, and he like, did you think he was like all heroic when he traded his jersey?
Yeah, he's probably, I'm that guy.
But
But
did he give it to Damar Hamlin?
Yeah, they swapped.
Threw it in the back of his trunk.
He's like, whatever. But the fact that he's walking around on the field acting cocky, acting like, yeah, I just won this game. Buddy, you still have a you still have a losing record. So don't be in my face right now.
No, Aaron, like I don't know what you did to us that this year we're just
It's Egypt. It all comes back to Egypt.
and the mandatory training camp that you couldn't go to. Literally,
and it all comes back.
just lie that you were sick. You had the stomach
Stuck in the airport. I don't know.
Egypt, and you knew about these training camps because they're already scheduled in advance.
I will hold a grudge over that because if I can't go on a trip, neither can Aaron Rodgers.
It didn't affect me personally, but I feel like it did. I would create a whole separate group chat. I can't believe that he went there and didn't even invite me.
We take deep offense to this separate group chat calling it Egypt boys.
Yeah, because what if Coach Sala was like, you know what, Aaron? You go ahead and take that vacation. And now you got the poor man fired?
He's a jerk, I'm telling you. Anyway, Santina, speaking of teams that are in New York, Saquon Barkley, tell us.
So, Saquon Barkley, former New York Giants. He is now with the Eagles.
Yep.
He
Good
played
team.
my Jaguars. Sorry, guys.
You guys won, right?
Huh? No. We did not win.
Just a lie for the folks at home.
I can't even lie. You know, it should have proved that when I only met one other Jaguars fan where we live, that maybe they're not so good.
You just hear a broken Duval on the background.
So Saquon Barkley, he leapfrogged backwards over the defender on the Jags before he was tackled by multiple Jags.
Honestly, I kind of love it. It's like innovative. You're trying out new things. Literally, this is Saquon Barkley. Okay. He's running. Sees someone come and try to get him under the knees. Boom, flips, backwards jump.
It's
Saquon.
What is this?
We gotta hire you for us because we got the Ring of Fire. We have the worm. We have all the stuff.
We know all the secrets of that.
And you're keeping the leapfrog from us. Get us in the workroom. Get us in the planning book.
That's so athletic. With all that gear on.
Yes.
Like, I don't even... Okay, it was still a close game, 28-23 ending with the Eagles winning. That is still... It's like... If I were a professional athlete, I would want one of those like OMG moments.
That is an OMG. That's like a picture worthy GIF moment.
Like a sports card.
I like that.
I'm like, well, I mean, that was really impressive. The Jags could have tried harder.
You guys will get them next time.
I'm sorry, like the Jags, they need to gotta do better. Travis, do you have baby brain? I think he does.
What's baby brain?
Well, his wife is pregnant. And you know, sometimes
Trevor Lawrence.
Oh my God, I said Travis. See,
the same.
Well, because we were talking, trying to sort things out, but it was still like it wasn't working because he was seeing another lady.
It's just hard. It's hard stuff.
Yeah.
But Santina, guys, come on. You know more about the Cowboys. Okay, can you talk to us, Santina? Ezekiel Elliott, he missed Sunday's game because he missed what?
He missed three team meetings, with Friday's meeting the final kicker to not have him play against it. So he missed 3 team meetings, right? Third meeting, they're like, no, you're not playing.
Honestly, good, because if we missed a meeting at work, I'm sure. But the fact that he feels bold enough to be like, I'm just gonna miss one of their greatest players. Yeah. He's like, whatever, I'm just gonna miss the meeting.
That they just signed back again.
Right.
Because he went to a different team.
And both parties decided that it just wasn't best that he make the trip to Atlanta. So, good for the Dallas Cowboys staffing though, being like, you know what, you're gonna miss the meetings, these things that are mandatory for us to come back together to collaborate. You're not going to play, buddy. You want to play in our face? No, you're not going to play. Good for them.
And I feel bad because, Dallas, not the best. They say they're America's team, right? I always say that they have the greatest fan theme song. I love their song.
What you taught us me, I'm a cowboy for life.
Yeah. My favorite part's what you know about the blue and the silver.
Hey, what you know, what you know, what you know.
Kidding.
Next. I need snaps, or what'd you think of my singing though?
Really,
okay,
really,
thank you guys.
But I just feel bad because I feel like that's one team that just gets a lot of hate. Like
they do. It's so easy to hate on the Cowboys. I don't know why.
Yeah, I'm like, all right, and then you have my uncle that's mad. Everybody's upset. But then Dak Prescott's also getting a lot of hate. He's one guy. Guy, and there's a whole team. Like, don't hate on just him. But also
Aaron Rodgers, I'm sorry.
We don't even talk. He doesn't fall in the same category. But Ezekiel Elliott, you're getting paid all this money. you just have to show up to a meeting. You think at work I want to show up to a meeting?
Right.
Like, I'm still there. But I am very happy that they said, you know what? You stay back in Dallas. You don't
He
have to
probably
come to
was
Atlanta.
like this, like he was probably texting his friends like, this could have been an email, not going to meeting, send.
Yeah, I mean, we'll see for next game.
Yeah, and speaking of next game, Santina, next Sunday, we got some interesting games. So a couple that I'm looking forward to, the Bengals and the Ravens. We got division rivals.
Yes.
That's going to be a great game.
Yay.
Bengals and Ravens. I'm also looking forward to see the Giants and the Panthers. Hashtag who's going to lose first. Both teams right now are kind of sinking. So,
Yes.
I mean, the Giants are looking better and better for their for a first round draft pick for next year, hopefully to draft a new quarterback. Sorry, Daniel Jones, but I think that's where the Giants are going to go to next.
Sorry, guys.
Yeah. Santina, what other teams are you looking forward to
So
seeing?
I'm looking forward to the 49ers and the Buccaneers.
That's going to be a good one.
Yep, the Steelers and the Commanders, and the Lions and the Texans.
That's the 8:00 game. I think that's
Yeah.
going to be a really close game, Lions and Texas, especially because the Lions are doing so good right now.
I love 8:00 games. I don't even really. Sometimes I fall asleep halfway through them, but I'm like, they're just so much fun to watch.
They win? Did they win?
Hello, and then Carrie Underwood wins. It gets $1 million for the song. But
Waiting all day for Sunday night. Well, speaking of, if you can't wait till Sunday night, what are you waiting for? Follow us along on Girls Gone Sports Podcast. We are available on Instagram, Girls Gone Sports Pod, Facebook and TikTok at Girls Gone Sports Podcast. Make sure you are subscribing here to our YouTube channel. If you are watching us on video, you're hitting the like button so we know that you enjoy the content, and then you are also hitting that notification bell because you never want to miss an episode of Girls Gone Sports.
never ever.
And why would you?
There's literally no rhyme or reason.
There's no reason. There is no reason.
Don't
Santina,
make me get our friend out.
the creature of the blue lagoon. Well, and maybe I was gonna say the creature of Green Bay, but he doesn't play there anymore.
Oh,
Maybe you should go back. Anyway,
Team's still green. Team's still green.
There you go. Santina, I'm so happy that you're
Yes.
doing well, and I'm happy that you're back and we're able to produce content for our friends. So we will see you next time here on Girls Gone Sports Podcast.
Girls, they wanna have fun. Oh, girls just wanna